Alright. Hey, what's going on? YouTube, sneakertube.tv, Twitter, Facebook, sneakerplay.com. It's your man Airjordanxiv. I'm back with the video. And this is going to be the first of, I try to do like a weekly episode or something like that. I'm sure I remember when I was asking for suggestions on videos and whatnot, so I'm going to start incorporating those. And I'll post something, like I said, once a week. Probably, maybe it'll either be on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Saturday. And once I get a day, I'll try to be consistent on those days. But today's episode is I'm gonna kind of give my take on a question that I've been getting a lot, and something that's not a stranger to anybody, particularly if you're a connoisseur of Air Jordans, and it's certainly something that goes without saying, that the quality of certain shoes have been on the decline over the past few years. And you know, that's been a subject of contention, a big complaint for a lot of people. And rather, I'm going to give example, and I'm going to give my take on it. And what I'm going to show you are two examples here. Okay? Just pull them down. Now, the first shoe I'm going to show you, the Grapes. From what was he, 2005, 2006? I got them in a trade. I was out of the shoe game. From 2006 now. Still not a bad looking shoe. I've worn these a handful of times. For those of you who've seen me, I'm not a heavy guy. You know, I work out, but I'm not, you know, very, very heavy. Only weigh about 190 pounds. So, you know, not putting a lot of stress on the shoe. But with that being said, I'm going to zoom in, and it shows up the amount. And I have not played in these. This is just casual wear. Okay? I'm going to let you see that. Okay? And this shoe, when it retailed, was $145. Alright? For this shoe. Worn a few times. Casually. No ball whatsoever. Paint cracking. Next shoe I'm going to show you are my Li-Nings from 2000. I played in these a lot. Okay? Now, granted, I know the process of the midsole was different then as opposed to now. And these were retail for $119.99. But I remember I got them off a sales rack for like 89 bucks back in 99. I think, yeah, because I was a freshman in college. Now, obviously, the quality has went down, okay? As you can see, let me grab the other one so I can hold it up, and you can get a better. It's not really as bad on this one. But, yeah, it's not as bad. But obviously, the quality has went down, of course, and the price has went up. That goes without saying. Now, I'm gonna, and people always appeal to Jordan brand, and, you know, you need to make better quality and whatnot. Honestly, here's my take on it, gang. I agree to the extent that, yes, you know, if you are a company who claims, you know, performance products of excellence, quality inspired by the greatest player ever, yada, 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 then, yes, your products should be quality as they used to be. And let me just say this, primarily we're talking about the retros. Build quality on some of, like, I've been very happy with the game shoe quality. I'm thinking things like the Air Jordan 2010 and 11 come to mind. And then a lot of the non-numbered Jordans in terms of performance actually very good. Now, so I just don't want to make it seem like I'm just going to bang on Jordan brand. Now, from their perspective, they know a few things. One, the majority of these shoes, people like me who actually play in them, that's a percentage that's shrinking and shrinking more and more. People are just rocking these shoes more so than they are playing in them. So, taking it from that standpoint, they're thinking, well, why are we going to put all this premium stuff in it? You're just going to walk around in it. And two, it's hard to argue with numbers. When they bring out the grapes and the Concords and the cool grays and the thin patent leather and all of those quality material issues, but yet there's people lined up around the building. People are knocking people over and leaving children in cars and doing all these things to get them. That says to them, well, heck, why? It doesn't matter if we're cutting corners. They're still flying off the shelves. So, from their standpoint, they're like, why would we bother? It doesn't matter. We can cut corners and we'll still sell out, and actually using the cheaper materials probably raises profit margins all the more. So from a business standpoint, it's really hard to argue with the logic. And from that, I can't really, begrudge them in a sense. You should, so I can understand where they're coming from. But I will say this, as I've always said, if the quality is such a big issue, you have a couple choices, because you could not buy them. As I've done a lot, if you've watched any of my videos, I will pick up things few and far between. But a lot of the stuff, if I'm not happy about the quality, I won't buy it, or I go find an older retro. That could be your older, or find a wearable original pair if that's possible in some cases. Because the fact of the matter is, these companies, they only understand one thing, and that's the bottom line. And until their bottom line starts getting affected, then all of the complaining won't really matter. Because a lot of the people that are complaining are still buying the damn shoes. So it's kind of hypocritical to say, yeah, the quality sucks, but, I've still got my pair. So from that standpoint, I can understand. And then the vast majority of people who are buying these shoes, they aren't shoe enthusiasts or sneakerheads or whatever identifier you choose to associate our community. It's just regular people who buy them because they like them, or they're hot, or whatever. They don't know the difference between synthetic and full grain leather, or all of injection molding, midsoles, according to this painted on garbage that's going on now. They're just like, ooh, the Jordans, they hot, yada yada yada. I'm gonna get a pair. So our community is really a small segment, and really, like I said, the only way these people are going to listen is through your dollars, or the lack thereof. So at the end of the day, if you don't like them, then don't buy them. That's the only way to get their attention. This is I'm gonna go ahead. This is the end of, I don't know what I'm going to call it, but episode 1 of my weekly sneaker shop talk, I guess, if you want to call it. In the comment section below, or you could go back to the audience participation video, and I have a link for that. Just put in what you would like to hear me address in future episodes, and I'll discuss it from there. If you want to hit me up on Facebook, you can hit me over there at facebook.com/Airjordan 14 sneaker reviews. Go over there, make sure you like the page and everything. You can follow me on Twitter, and I'll have all that information there as well. So, it's your man Airjordan 14. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, get back in here. And try to check out some of this Bulls game and a little bit of the race. Yeah, I'm a NASCAR fan, a little bit. So, it's your man Airjordan 14 signing off, wishing everyone peace and happy kicks.